Attention! The visual content in this video is not real and has been added for demonstration purposes only. The Khasi people are an indigenous community. They mainly live in the beautiful, hilly state of Meghalaya in northeast India. They are known for their unique culture and traditions. These traditions make them different from many other groups in India. The Khasi people have a rich history. This history connects their ancient past with how they live today. It is a story of holding on to old ways while also accepting new ideas. To understand the Khasi people now, we must look at their beginnings and their journey through time. Their story is important for India's diverse cultural landscape. The story of the Khasi migration is a fascinating chapter in their history. It is generally accepted that their ancestors traveled from Southeast Asia. They moved westward over a long period. This journey was not a single event. It likely happened in waves, with different groups moving at different times. They crossed mountains and rivers to reach their current homeland in northeast India. This migration is a key part of their identity. It explains many aspects of their culture and their connections to other peoples in the wider Asian region. This movement shaped their destiny. The story of the Khasi people. The Khasi people are an Austroasiatic ethnic group primarily inhabiting the Khasi hills of Meghalaya in northeast India, with populations also in Assam and Bangladesh. They speak the Khasi language, which belongs to the Austroasiatic language family, making them one of the few such language speakers in South Asia. The Khasis are known for their matrilineal society, where lineage and inheritance pass through the mother. Recognized as a scheduled tribe under the Indian constitution, they form the largest community in Meghalaya. Mythological origins. According to Khasi mythology, their ancestors are from Ki Hinutrep, or the Seven Huts, which represent the seven heavenly families of mankind who came to dwell on earth. These families were part of 16 heavenly families created by Uble Trai Kinrad, God the Lord Master. A divine ladder at Lum Sopetneng Peak once allowed free movement between heaven and earth. However, when the people cut down a sacred tree at Lumdienge, this divine connection was lost forever. The story is a powerful metaphor about humanity's relationship with nature, suggesting that destroying nature severs our bond with the divine. Cultural symbolism. The rooster holds special symbolic value in Khasi culture. It is believed to have awakened God and cleared the path for creation. As such, the rooster represents new beginnings and the dawn of creation. Migration and language. Linguistic evidence and mythology suggest that the Pre-Khasian people migrated from Southeast Asia, possibly through Upper Burma and the Brahmaputra Valley, before settling in present-day Meghalaya. The Khasi language shares vocabulary with other Austroasiatic languages like Khmer and Vietnamese, and even with some Sino-Tibetan languages. Let's look at the Khasi, Khmer and Vietnamese languages together, not only in terms of vocabulary similarities, but also who speaks them and where they are spoken. This will give a clearer picture of their connections and origins. Khasi, spoken in Meghalaya state in northeast India, mainly by the Khasi tribe. Language family, Austroasiatic Khasic branch. Khasi is one of the few Austroasiatic languages spoken in South Asia. Traditionally an oral language, now written using the Roman script. Khmer, spoken in Cambodia, official language, also spoken in parts of Thailand and southern Vietnam. People, spoken by the Khmer people, the largest ethnic group in Cambodia. Language family, Austroasiatic Mon Khmer branch. Khmer is one of the most conservative Austroasiatic languages and is not tonal. Vietnamese, spoken in Vietnam, official language, and Vietnamese communities worldwide. People, spoken by the Kin people, Vietnam's largest ethnic group. Language family, Austroasiatic, Vietic branch, but heavily influenced by Chinese and developed tones. Vietnamese uses Romanized script, Quoc Ngu today. Similarity between Khasi, Khmer and Vietnamese. These three languages are distantly related and share a common ancestor in the Austroasiatic language family. This is evident in basic vocabulary, especially body parts, natural elements and family terms. Examples: tiger, Khasi Kla, Khmer Kla, Vietnamese ho or kop, Leaf, Khasi, Slay, Khmer Slek, Vietnamese Lay, all share the SL or L root. Hand, Khasi Kti or T, Khmer Tai, Vietnamese Tay, showing similar root structure. Children, Khasi Kon Kon, Khmer Kon, Vietnamese Kon, almost identical. Eyes, Khasi Khmat, Vietnamese Mat, both share the Mat root. Khasi and Khmer often show closer phonetic similarities, while Vietnamese sometimes diverges due to tone development and Chinese influence. Still, many core words remain recognizably related, proving they stem from the same ancient language family. Among the Khasi people of Meghalaya, primarily in the Khasi and Jaintia hills, there are several dialects or sub-languages spoken. The Khasi language belongs to the Austroasiatic language family, and it has multiple regional variations. The main sub-languages or dialects among the Khasi people are main Khasi sub-languages/dialects. 1. Khasi Standard, Khasi Proper, spoken mainly around Shillong and Central Khasi Hills. 2. Pinar Jaintia, spoken in the Jaintia Hills. Some consider it a distinct language closely related to Khasi. 3. War, spoken in southern Khasi Hills. War Jaintia and War Khasi areas, includes War Khasi War Jaintia. 4. Lingangam, spoken in the western Khasi Hills, shows some influence from Garo. 5. Boy, spoken in the Riboy district, distinct in phonology and vocabulary. 6. Maram, a lesser-known dialect spoken in parts of the Khasi Hills. Summary: there are at least 6 major dialects or sub-languages spoken by the Khasi people. Khasi Standard, Pinar, War, Lingambwa, Maram. Each of these dialects can further have localized variations based on village or region. Let me know if you want details on any one of them. Origin of the Khasi community. The Khasi people are an ethnic group predominantly residing in Meghalaya, India. Linguistically, they belong to the Mon-Khmer branch of the Austroasiatic language family, which links them to populations in Southeast Asia, migration and ancestry. Genetic and linguistic studies suggest that the Khasis likely originated in Southeast Asia, possibly around modern-day Cambodia. Scholars speculate they migrated to northeast India around 4,000 years ago, making them one of the oldest ethnic groups in the region. Their arrival in India is believed to be part of a broader human migration through northeast India, which served as a major migration corridor between South and Southeast Asia. The Khasi people show signs of Paleo-Mongoloid descent, reflecting early settlement patterns in northeast India. Mythological origin: according to Khasi mythology, the supreme god Ublay Trai. Kinrad divided humanity into 16 heavenly families, Kadin Ryu Trep. 7 families descended to earth, while the remaining 9 stayed in heaven. This myth explains the Khasi identity as one of the 7 original human clans on earth. The Khasi people have a beautiful and profound creation myth. This myth is central to their understanding of the world and their place in it. It tells the story of their divine origin. The myth explains how the first Khasi people came to live on Earth. This story is known as the legend of Ki Hineotrep, which means the 7 huts or the 7 families. It is a cornerstone of Khasi cosmology and traditional beliefs. This narrative connects them directly to the heavens and the Creator God, shaping their spiritual outlook and moral values for centuries. According to this ancient legend, in the beginning there were 16 families living in heaven. These families were close to the Creator God, known as Ublay Trai Kinrad. There was a golden bridge, a Jingqiang Kizya, that connected heaven and earth. The 16 families could travel freely between these 2 realms. They would come down to earth during the day to cultivate it and return to heaven at night. This period was a time of harmony and direct communion with the divine. It represents an ideal state of existence in Khasi traditional thought. The story continues to explain how 7 of these families, Ki Hineotrep, came to remain on earth permanently. One day, a great council was held by the divine powers. During this council, a decision was made that changed the fate of these families. The golden bridge connecting heaven and earth was severed. The reasons for this separation vary in different versions of the myth. Some say it was due to a trick played by a malevolent force. Others suggest it was a divine plan. Regardless of the specific reason, the 7 families found themselves unable to return to heaven. These 7 families, Kihinyu-Trep, are considered the ancestors of the Khasi people. They became the first inhabitants of the earth according to this tradition. This myth instills a deep sense of connection to the land. It also fosters a reverence for nature and the divine. The story of Kihinyu-Trep is not just an old tale. It is a living part of Khasi identity. It reminds them of their sacred origins and their responsibilities as caretakers of the earth. One of the most distinctive features of Khasi society is its matrilineal system. This means that lineage and inheritance are traced through the mother's side of the family. Children take their mother's clan name, or kur. The ancestral property is passed down from the mother to her daughters. This system places women in a central and respected position within the family and community. It is a deeply ingrained tradition that has shaped Khasi social structure for centuries. This matrilineal heritage sets them apart from most other communities in India and around the world. Within the matrilineal framework, the youngest daughter, known as Kakadu, holds a special role. She is traditionally the custodian of the ancestral property and the keeper of family rituals. While she inherits the main share of the property, she also has significant responsibilities. She's expected to care for her aging parents and any unmarried siblings. She also plays a crucial role in performing family religious rites. The maternal uncle, or Nai, also has an important advisory and supportive role in the family, particularly in matters of governance and decision-making for the clan. The traditional Khasi political system was also well organized. It was characterized by a democratic spirit at various levels. The basic political unit was the village, governed by a headman and a village council or durbar. Above the village level, there were larger political units called hema. These hemas were typically ruled by a chief known as a siyim, or sometimes a lingda or wahadada, depending on the specific area. The Siyim was not an absolute ruler. He governed with the advice and consent of a council of elders and representatives from different clans, the Durbar Hema. This traditional system of governance emphasized consultation and consensus. Major decisions affecting the community were discussed in the Durbars. These councils allowed for participation from various segments of society. The selection of a Siyim also often involved a process of nomination and agreement among the leading clans or electors. While the British colonial administration later impacted these traditional structures, many elements of this indigenous political system continue to hold relevance. The principles of community participation and collective decision-making remain important values in Khasi society, reflecting their historical democratic traditions. Section 5. Threads of tradition, symbols, attire and customs. Cultural symbols play a vital role in Khasi life, reflecting their beliefs and traditions. One of the most prominent symbols is the rooster. The rooster is deeply significant in Khasi divination and religious ceremonies. It is believed to be a mediator between humans and God. During rituals, particularly in the indigenous Niam Khasi religion, the rooster's entrails are examined to interpret divine messages or omens. This practice, known as Dui Fan, is an ancient form of seeking guidance. The rooster symbolizes truth, sincerity, and the dawn of understanding, representing a connection to the spiritual world. Traditional Khasi attire is both beautiful and distinctive. For women, the primary traditional dress is the yainsam. This is an unstitched garment, usually made of silk or cotton, draped elegantly around the body. It is often worn with a blouse and a shawl called a tapmochlier. On festive occasions, women adorn themselves with intricate silver and gold jewelry. Men traditionally wear a jimphong, which is a long, sleeveless, coat-like garment, often accompanied by a dhoti and a turban or spong. These traditional clothes are proudly worn during festivals and important cultural events, showcasing their rich heritage. Marriage customs among the Khasis are unique, reflecting their matrilineal social structure. While different forms of marriage exist, the ceremony itself is often simple. The consent of both families is important. After marriage, the husband traditionally goes to live in the wife's ancestral home, or they may establish a new home with the support of the wife's family. This is known as matrilocal residence. The children born from the union belong to the mother's clan. This system reinforces the central role of women in Khasi society. It ensures the continuity of the maternal lineage and the clan identity. Beyond these specific symbols and customs, Khasi culture is rich with music, dance, and festivals. Traditional musical instruments like drums, ksing, pipes, tang muri, and cymbals accompany community dances and songs. Festivals like Shadsuk Mainsiem, Dance of the Joyful Heart, and Nongkrem dance are vibrant celebrations of their culture and agricultural cycles. These events are important occasions for the community to come together. They express their gratitude to God, seek blessings for prosperity, and reaffirm their cultural identity through shared participation in ancient rituals and joyful festivities. Section 6. A warrior's defiance, Tiro Singh and the stand against colonization. Tiro Singh Siem stands as a towering figure in Khasi history. He was the Siam or chief of Nonglaw, one of the Khasi states. He is celebrated for his courageous resistance against the British colonial expansion in the early 19th century. In the 1820s, the British East India Company sought permission to build a road through the Khasi Hills. This road was intended to connect their territories in Assam with Sylhet, now in Bangladesh. Tiro Singh initially considered the proposal, hoping for trade benefits for his people. This period marked a critical juncture. However, Tiro Singh soon realized the true intentions of the British. He understood that their presence and the road construction would lead to the loss of Khasi independence and sovereignty. After discussions with other Khasi Siems and his Durbar, he decided to oppose the British. In April 1829, Khasi warriors under the leadership of Tiro Singh launched an attack on a British garrison stationed at Nonglaw. This act marked the beginning of the Anglo-Khasi War. This conflict lasted for about 4 years, showcasing the determination of the Khasi people to protect their homeland. Tiro Singh employed guerrilla warfare tactics against the technologically superior British forces. He and his warriors used their intimate knowledge of the hilly terrain to their advantage. They conducted surprise attacks and ambushes, causing significant trouble for the British. The resistance was fierce and widespread, with several Khasi states joining the fight. Despite their bravery and strategic skills, the Khasis faced a powerful and well-equipped colonial army. The British responded with strong military campaigns, gradually gaining an upper hand in the protracted conflict. The struggle was hard-fought. Ultimately, after years of relentless pursuit and facing immense challenges, Tiro Singh was captured by the British in January 1833. He was reportedly betrayed. He was then exiled to Dhaka, now Dhaka, Bangladesh, where he died in captivity on July 17, 1835. Though he was defeated militarily, Tiro Singh Siem became a symbol of Khasi resistance and love for freedom. He is remembered as a great patriot and a martyr. His story continues to inspire the Khasi people and serves as a reminder of their valiant struggle to preserve their independence against colonial domination. Section 7. The Ancient Tongue, Khasi Language and its Austro-Asiatic Kinship. The Khasi language, known as Ka-Atien Khasi, is a vital part of the Khasi identity. It is spoken by the Khasi people primarily in the state of Meghalaya. It is recognized as an official language in the state. The language is not just a means of communication, it is a carrier of their history, culture, folklore, and traditional knowledge. It holds the collective memory of the community. The preservation and promotion of the Khasi language are considered very important by the people. It is a unique linguistic island in a region dominated by Indo-Aryan and Tibeto-Burman languages. Linguistically, Khasi belongs to the Austroasiatic language family. This is a large family of languages spoken across Southeast Asia and parts of South Asia. Within this family, Khasi is classified under the Mon-Khmer branch. This makes it a distant relative of languages such as Khmer, spoken in Cambodia, Vietnamese, spoken in Vietnam, and Mon, spoken in Myanmar and Thailand. This linguistic connection provides strong evidence for the migration of Khasi ancestors from Southeast Asia. It highlights their ancient cultural links with peoples living far to their east, a fascinating aspect of their heritage. The Khasi language has several dialects which can vary from one region to another within the Khasi Hills. The Sora, or Cherrapunji dialect, was historically prominent and formed the basis for the standardized Khasi language. Initially, the Khasi language did not have its own script. Early attempts to write Khasi used the Bengali script. However, in the mid-19th century, Welsh Presbyterian missionaries, notably Thomas Jones, played a crucial role in developing a Roman script for Khasi. This Roman script is now widely used for writing, education, and literature, making the language more accessible. The adoption of the Roman script was a significant development. It facilitated the growth of Khasi literature, including newspapers, books, and poetry. It also played a key role in the spread of education among the Khasi people. Today, the Khasi language continues to thrive. Efforts are made to promote its use in various domains, including administration, media, and education. The Khasis take great pride in their language. They see it as a fundamental element of their distinct cultural identity, a living bridge connecting their past, present, and future generations. Section 8. Spiritual Journeys, Nyam Khasi, and the Dawn of Christianity. The traditional indigenous religion of the Khasi people is known as Nyam Khasi. This ancient faith is deeply intertwined with their culture and way of life. Nyam Khasi is a monotheistic religion centered on the belief in one supreme God, Uble Nong Thor, the creator god. It emphasizes righteousness, respect for elders and ancestors, and living in harmony with nature. An important tenet is Ka Nyam Tipbru Tipli, which means to know man and to know God. This implies that understanding and respecting fellow human beings is a way to understand and respect God. Rituals and ceremonies are an integral part of Nyam Khasi. These are often performed by community elders or religious leaders. They involve prayers, offerings, and sometimes the symbolic use of the rooster for divination, as mentioned earlier. The religion does not have temples in the conventional sense. Instead, sacred groves and specific sites in nature are considered holy places for worship and communion with the divine. Nyam Khasi also involves a strong reverence for ancestors who are believed to watch over their descendants. This faith has guided the Khasi people for countless generations, shaping their moral and ethical codes. The 19th century brought significant religious transformation to the Khasi Hills with the arrival of Christian missionaries. Welsh Presbyterian missionaries were among the first and most influential. They began their work in the region around the 1840s. The missionaries introduced Christianity along with Western education and healthcare. They established schools and hospitals which had a profound impact on Khasi society. Many Khasis were drawn to the teachings of Christianity and converted to the new faith. This marked a major shift in the religious landscape of the Khasi Hills. Today, a large majority of the Khasi people follow Christianity, primarily Presbyterianism and Catholicism. However, Nyam Khasi continues to be practiced by a significant minority. There is generally a peaceful coexistence between the followers of Nyam Khasi and Christianity. Many Khasi Christians also retain a deep respect for their traditional cultural values and customs, even if they are not directly part of Nyam Khasi rituals. The religious journey of the Khasis reflects their ability to adapt to new influences while also striving to preserve their ancient spiritual heritage. This dynamic interplay continues to shape their community. Section 9. Bridging Eras, Khasi Identity in the Modern World. The Khasi people today are actively working to maintain their unique cultural traditions in a rapidly changing modern world. They show great resilience in balancing their ancient heritage with contemporary life. Traditional institutions like the Dorbarshnong or village council and the matrilineal system continue to play important roles in their society. Festivals, music, dance, and traditional attire are proudly showcased, ensuring that these cultural expressions are passed on to younger generations. This commitment to cultural preservation is a hallmark of the modern Khasi identity, demonstrating a deep connection to their roots. Contemporary Khasi society is dynamic and forward-looking. Education is highly valued, and Khasis have made significant contributions in various fields, including academics, arts, politics, and sports. Shillong, the capital of Meghalaya, is a major educational and cultural hub in northeast India. The Khasis are increasingly engaging with the globalized world. They are adopting new technologies and ideas while striving to retain their core cultural values. Economic activities range from traditional agriculture and handicrafts to modern professions and entrepreneurship, reflecting a diverse and evolving community. Despite their progress, the Khasi community, like many indigenous groups, faces certain challenges. These include issues related to land rights, environmental conservation, and the impact of modernization on traditional lifestyles. There are ongoing discussions and efforts within the community to address these challenges. The goal is to ensure sustainable development that respects their cultural heritage and ecological balance. Preserving their language and distinct identity in the face of external influences remains a key concern and a continuous endeavor for the Khasi people. The Khasi legacy is a rich tapestry woven from threads of ancient myths, historical migrations, unique social structures, and profound spiritual beliefs. From their origins in Southeast Asia to their present-day lives in Meghalaya, the Khasis have demonstrated remarkable adaptability and a strong sense of identity. Their journey from Ki Hinutrep to the complexities of the 21st century is a testament to their enduring spirit. The continued vibrancy of their cultural traditions, combined with their embrace of modernity, ensures that the Khasi legacy will continue to flourish for generations to come, a proud and distinct part of India's diverse heritage. Section 10. Khasi festivals, celebration and tradition. The Khasi people have a rich tapestry of festivals that are deeply embedded in their cultural and spiritual lives. These celebrations not only serve as a means of honoring their ancestors and the divine, but also as a way to bring the community together in joy and gratitude. Shad Suk Minsyam, meaning Dance of the Joyful Heart, is one of the most vibrant festivals celebrated in April. Predominantly held in Shillong and Viking ground, Jayao, this Thanksgiving dance honors the Creator for blessings received. Men don traditional dhotis and plumes, while women adorn themselves with silk and gold ornaments, creating a mesmerizing visual spectacle. In November, the Nongkrem Dance Festival takes center stage in Smit, the cultural capital of the Khasis. This festival is celebrated by the Siyam or chieftain of Kairim to appease the goddess Kable Sinshar for peace and prosperity. Unmarried women and men perform intricate dances and rituals, symbolizing the community's collective prayers for well-being. The Badanklam festival, celebrated by the Planar subgroup of the Khasis in Jawai, occurs in July. This ritual aims to drive away plague and evil spirits. Wooden logs, known as Daingklam, are ceremoniously driven into rivers, symbolizing the community's efforts to cleanse and protect their land. Karpom Blang Nongkrem, sometimes used interchangeably with the Nongkrem festival, includes animal sacrifices and rituals performed by priests. This festival holds a profound spiritual connection to the royal lineage and ancestors, underscoring the deep reverence the Khasis have for their heritage. Traditional foods during these festivals, such as jado, rice with pork, donayong, pork with black sesame, tungrimbai, fermented soybean, and puklein, sweet rice snack, further enrich the celebrations, providing a sensory delight that complements the spiritual and cultural fervor. These festivals reflect the Khasi people's deep reverence for nature, ancestry, and spiritual traditions. They are not merely events, but profound expressions of their identity, ensuring that the legacy of their ancestors continues to thrive in the hearts and minds of each generation. The Khasi festivals are a testament to the vibrancy and resilience of their culture. Through dance, music, rituals, and food, the Khasi people celebrate life, honor their past, and look forward to a future that remains deeply rooted in their rich traditions. The Khasi festivals celebrated in Meghalaya, especially among the Khasi tribe. 1. Shad Suk Minsiem, meaning Dance of the Joyful Heart, when April, where, mostly in Shillong and Viking ground, Jayao, significance, a Thanksgiving dance to honor the Creator for blessings. Men wear traditional dhotis and plumes, while women wear silk and gold ornaments. 2. Nongkrem Dance Festival when November, where Smit, the cultural capital of the Khasis, significance celebrated by the Siem, chieftain of Kairim, to appease the goddess Kable Sinsha for peace and prosperity. Involves rituals and dances performed by unmarried women and men. 3. Bedainklam celebrated by Panar, a subgroup of the Khasis in Jawai. When July significance, a ritual to drive away plague and evil spirits. Wooden logs, Dainklam, are ceremoniously driven into rivers. 4. Ka Pomblang Nongkrem, sometimes used interchangeably with Nongkrem Festival, includes animal sacrifices, rituals by priests, and a spiritual connection to the royal lineage and ancestors' traditional foods. During festivals, Jado, rice with pork, Doneong, pork with black sesame, Tungrimbai, fermented soybean, and Puklein, sweet rice snack. These festivals reflect the Khasi people's deep reverence for nature, ancestry, and spiritual traditions. The combined population and area data for the Khasi and Jaintia Hills regions of Meghalaya, including all old and new districts. Khasi Hills region. 1. East Khasi Hills population, approximately 825,922 area, approximately 2,752 square kilometer headquarters, Shillong. 2. West Khasi Hills population, approximately 385,601 area, approximately 5,247 square kilometer headquarters, Nongstoin. 3. Southwest Khasi Hills, carved out of West Khasi Hills, population, approximately 110,152 area, approximately 1,000 square kilometer headquarters, Mokewat. Jaintia Hills, Region 4, West Jaintia Hills, from original Jaintia Hills, population, approximately 295,692 area, approximately 1,693 square kilometer headquarters, Jowai. 5. East Jaintia Hills, carved out in 2012. Population, approximately 122,936 area, approximately 2,000 square kilometer, approximate headquarters, Kliariat. Combined total, Khasi plus Jaintia Hills region. Total population, approximately 74 million. Total area, approximately 12,700 square kilometer. That's the end of the story. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye and stay safe.